All right, all right. So I'm just gonna like say it over again, just so that anyone that's new watching this. So I'm a psychic medium, along with being a physical medium. So some people are tarot readers, some people read palms, some people will have you drink coffee, then spit it out to read your energy. For me, I just look at people, and I have some. For me, I just look at people when spirit gives me messages. Blah blah blah. Right? I have a lot of messages for you. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. Where do I begin? Um, Good things, good things, good things. All right. So let's begin. Then later on, because they want me to talk about your masculine, which I will talk about him a little bit, but towards the end, I'll give you more details about that person. She will date out of her ethnicity. All right. We'll we'll date Mary out of eth would you say out of that ethnicity, her mother, would you say your mother is traditional? Is there anybody in your family
Very,
that's, yeah, your mother
very
won't like
traditional.
this. Her mother is traditional, right? Won't like this, but we'll be okay later. Okay, we'll talk about that. All right, tonight. I love your name. All right,
Thank
so
you.
there's a masculine in your energy. Okay, I will say after August, and this is very funny because I wasn't able to pull much energy regarding you in August, but I'm sensing the month of August or after August you'll be meeting him, or August is going to be an important month. Maybe his birthday is in August, but there's a significance. He could be a Leo, but it's something with August will be very important for you. All right, and I see you having a daughter. Now, you may be destined to have 4 or 5 kids, right? But if you have 4 or 5 kids, most or all would be girls. But your the oldest, your first baby will be. Would you have any kids?
No, I don't have kids.
Okay. So yeah, your first child will be a daughter, okay? And you're gonna name her not a weird name, like I'm not saying the word weird as in like a derogatory term. You're gonna give her a weird name, and I think it's gonna start with the letter Y. A Y is going to be in her name, okay? Just they keep saying that, okay? And there's something with you receiving a spiritual download. Like I don't know, you might name her. I don't know. You're gonna name her a weird, not a weird name, but I
Unique.
see most of her life, the pronunciation, like with teachers, whatever, lawyers, will have difficulty pronouncing. It's gonna have a hyphen. It's just very like if this was 2000 BC, not BC, or during the Egyptian time, I could see that name being what prevalent. Is that the word I'm
Right.
looking for? And so I see her having some. It's just very important. I don't know because he keeps saying Yemaya, and it keeps showing me a vision of like a not a deity, but I guess I don't want to say a spiritual, like your spirit guide, because I don't know what I'm talking to, and I don't know why I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I don't know who gave me this gift, right? But there's gonna be like an angel or something outside of the 3D that's gonna plant this name in your head to give to her. Okay. There's something very specific with her, something very special about her. This could be gift wise, or it's just something, well, she might freaking be in college at the age of 8. It's something she's gonna be very advanced, okay? Very advanced, it's just or gift. It's gonna be something like that, okay? She is going to match her name. All right. Have you ever met a Karen and she act like a Karen? Yeah. For your
Yeah.
daughter, it's something with her name. It's like it makes sense. That's like like it makes sense. As to why your name is
Right.
that way, because you just give me that.
Right.
But yeah, let's begin. Well, I already began, but all right. So yes, so I aside from that, I'm going to be talking. I'm not going to really work in chronological order because spirits don't work in chronological order. So let's transfer out of that message and that energy. There's a masculine in your energy. I don't know if this is a coworker. I don't know if this is a friend, someone, or your brother. Someone's going to blatantly lie to you, right? And I am sensing that it's going to piss you off. Someone's a liar. Someone's a liar. Okay, a big fat liar, right? Um, And I felt like once someone, or you're gonna find out the truth about this person, like it's the scenario that they're giving me is all your life. I'm just making this up, right? Let's say your friend told you that his mother died in fifth grade, right? And you guys are, I'm just saying, 50 years old, right? And one day, one of your friends, tells you like, "Oh yeah, so and so's mother is in a hospital." You're like, "Wait, what? No, he told me that his mother died when we were in fifth grade."
Right.
Like you're about to rediscover the truth about someone, and it's going to change the whole dynamic of the friendship or whatever. If it's not a friendship, then you're going to view somebody in a whole different light, and it's not going to be a good light, right? That you're going to view this
Right.
person, and someone is a liar, okay? And I'm sensing that. I hate to say mental illness, but like Cat Williams said, right? Nobody knows why liars lie, but there's something deeper, like psychologically, there's something wrong with this masculine, because this person just lies, okay? Um, Okay. Now, this is interesting. So, Spirit says someone is annoying or feels annoyed by you, and this could be a friend or a coworker. I'm just sensing a lot of passive aggressive energy. If this is somebody, cut them off. I mean, if it's your coworker,
Is
just pay
it a
them no.
female or a male?
This feels like a female. This feels like a female. All right, someone is just very annoying, or it's. I hate to use the word jealousy, but Spirit said, watch what you say around this feminine energy, watch your back. So let's say you're getting ready to graduate with your master's, right? Don't tell this person. Like it just feels like someone just feels like you're like Miss Goody Two Shoes. Like they just like they're showing me a vision of me as this female, and you're telling me, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to Japan next week," and this person, me in the vision, but it's not me, it's someone else, they roll their eyes and you're like, "Ah, little Miss Perfect." It like, I hate to use the word jealousy, but I guess that kind of is jealousy, and jealousy looks differently on everyone and everything, right?
Right.
But there's something with somebody being annoyed by your presence, your accolades, just the things that you've achieved in life, and it's time to cut this person out. If this is your coworker, obviously they're not your friend, right? But just be limited with what you say to them and around them. Someone is
Right.
annoyed by your light, okay? I kind of
Right.
see you getting into an argument with the feminine energy. If this is a masculine, then they have feminine energy, okay? So
Right.
I would call this a bitch, when a man act like a bitch. All right, but it
Right.
feels like a biological female. All right, someone's just annoyed by you. And it's just time to like, I don't know if you rebuttal with this energy, if you guys go back, I don't know, but it's time to let this person go. All right. And as I said, if it's your coworker, just be mindful of what you just, there's a need for you to kind of watch your back. I don't see you being physically harmed, but I am sensing blindside, like you'll be blindsided by something, okay? Now, with you going on that trip, there's something with you coming back with a new purpose, all right? It's something with
Right.
things will change. They keep showing me a vision of you dropping a pebble in the ocean, and you're just dropping it in the ocean just to drop it in the ocean. But scientifically, scientists say, anything that you throw in the ocean, it changes the frequency of everything, whether it's a river, a lake, it changes the frequency of everything. So I see that once you come back from this trip, or during the trip, everything's going to change. So let's say you are in school to be a lawyer, or you're a lawyer. When you come back, you're not even going to want to do that anymore. You're going to want to do something more tied to spirituality or whatever. Let's say you're an
Right.
author. I see you wanting to do something like, I don't know, be a lawyer, or just something's going to change. Something's going to be flipped over. Okay.
Right.
Um, All right, so Spirit said she needs to read this book called The Alchemy, or The Alchemist, Alchemy.
Yeah, I've read it like 3 times. Should I
What's
read it
what's the
again?
synopsis? Huh?
What was that?
What's the synopsis of it?
It's like a spiritual book that every time it's crazy because every time I've read it, it's very symbolic. It like describes different spiritual things that are happening in your life, but in a very like kind of like when you're reading Psalms in the Bible or something, where it's just
Oh,
like
so
it's
it's a
using
new perspective
those type
every
of words.
time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so you read it, okay, but there's something very specific in that book regarding your future self. It's something like that, okay? Then they
Right.
said the chemistry of everything will change for her, okay? And they keep repeating in my ear, your daughter may have her name may start with a Y, okay? And there's something with water in your energy. You'll be very connected with water. All right. So I don't know if you believe in altars, if you do stuff like that. I'm not educated on stuff like that, but it would do you justice. Or let's say there's a need for you to manifest around water. So let's say you want a skyline apartment of New York City. There's a need for you to chant that, say that in water, whether this be your bathtub or putting your feet in, pool, just something like that. Is something with water, okay? Now we're going to transition into your masculine, okay? I don't sense that you have met him yet. All right. They said that the age 32, so maybe he is 32. Maybe you'll meet him when you turn 32. But I have a strong sense that he's Samoan. I hope I pronounced that right. Samoan, Samoan.
Really?
Yeah, and because
Okay.
they keep showing me a vision of you going to Hawaii. That's why Hawaii came up earlier. And he kind of is gonna look like that guy from Moana, the
Right.
cartoon guy, but yeah, like very big, very cultural, very traditional in his culture. So Samoan slash Native Americans, just it's just something like that. You won't be marrying someone in your ethnicity. Will be different, okay? Um, your daughter is going to be cultured like crazy on both ends, okay? Um,
Right.
you and your boyfriend slash husband are missing each other. This is the funniest thing. I picked up on stuff like this from other clients before. So let's say you guys haven't met. I'm just giving you an example. You guys, well, obviously you guys haven't met, but I'm just saying. So in this vision, you're in New York City, visiting New York City for a week. The day that you leave is the day he arrives to New York City.
Right.
Next year, you are going to Mali, Africa, right? The day that he leaves is the day that you arrive. Like you guys keep missing. One day you decide to go into a coffee shop. Soon as you enter, he leaves. You guys like it's like just always passing each other, okay? Because
Right.
they're showing me he's a traveler as well, okay? But there's something with him being they keep saying home-based Hawaii. All right. And I'm not trying to, be funny, but if he's not Hawaiian, then he has to be Native American because they keep saying tribe of Tangala, and I don't know what Tangala. I think they're, or maybe it sounds like they're saying Tangala, however they're pronouncing it. But I'm hearing clicks of the tongue, so this just feels very tribal. Okay,
Right.
tribal,
Right.
tribal. You know, tall, kind of he just has in New York we call it Aki when someone is Aki. But I guess very solid, kind of not overly tall, less than 6'4". But let's say he's 5'11". Some women feel like that's short. I don't know. I don't feel like it's short. But
Right.
let's say he's 5'11". Let's say he's 5'8", right? Which I don't sense, but let's say he is. He's gonna have a large presence. I don't know how to explain it. Like he's gonna have a large presence, okay? Very handsome, and he's tatted up. He's tatted up. All right, now we're gonna before we get into that message, this masculine, so now we're on the next page. I asked you, or do you have any tattoos? You told me no. I'm gonna tell you why I asked you that. All right, so
Right.
I don't know if it's against your religion or maybe you just don't have any tattoos, but this masculine will have a lot of tattoos. And I'm seeing that he's going to have a sea turtle tatted on his body. Now, some people like sea turtles, right? But it feels very not specific, Pacific, as in like the Pacific Ocean. It feels
Right.
very, this is going to sound crazy, but let me explain. It feels very watery. He feels very watery. Heavy emphasis on water. It feels like he's around a lot of water. I don't sense that he lives in the Bronx. I don't sense he lives in Brooklyn. I don't sense that he lives in Calabasas. This is somewhere I don't know, just very watery and just very tribal. Okay. Um, and there's this song by the movie Frozen called Love is an Open Door. And just listen to the song. So it goes, I mean, it's crazy. We finished each other's sandwiches. That's what I was gonna say. I never met someone who thinks so much like me. Jinx, Jinx again. I know I'm 25. I should not know that song, but no. If you watch the music video, they are. It's like they're yin and yang, like they're twins, you know. And so I sense that you and your masculine will be. So don't feel like you're a traveler and he's not a traveler. No, he is, but you guys are different, and you guys are the same but in different ways, if that makes sense. You guys are the same, but he's different on a masculine scale, and you're different on a feminine scale. Okay, so he's
Right,
nurturing, but he's nurturing in a masculine way. So for
right,
example, let's say your daughter wants to surf. There's something with him saying the water will teach her how to surf, but they're showing me a vision of you not letting your eyeballs off of your daughter, like, oh my gosh, I gotta go in and help her. And for him, he's like, the water will teach her. I trust that the water will teach her. Okay, so very
right,
spiritual on his end, more spiritual than you are, or will be. Very,
right.
very spiritual. Okay. And there's something with patience and his energy. And this is why I'm saying it just gives me Native American vibes, because I channeled a Native American before, and they showed me a vision of this man asking God, or what he asked God for an answer, and he got the answer through the wind. And that's what I did a reading on this like 2 weeks ago, 2, 3 weeks ago. And they showed me that for your masculine. So he's very attentive. All right. Very attentive. People say spiritual gifts transfer from mother to, the kid. They don't really talk about the fathers. And I feel like your daughter will be getting a lot of her discernment and gifts from her dad. All right.
Wow,
I
that's
don't really
great.
feel like it'll come through you. You're just the carrier. They keep calling you the carrier, like yeah, carrying the baby. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, Spirit showed me a vision of transferring out of your masculine. Spirit showed me a vision of Pac-Man. All right. And your Pac-Man and monsters are trying, with the video game Pac-Man,
Yeah.
monsters are trying to eat you. All right. So someone is trying to get you. Somebody is out to get you. I don't know who this is. Okay. I don't know who this is, but someone's out to get you. Okay. We're going to save your mask. I know we kind of already talked about your masculine, but we're going to go in more in depth later,
Okay.
like in the next 5 minutes. So
Okay.
let's talk about all the months, well, most of the months that I see for you. So for January, Spirit said completion. All right. They're saying she is almost done with something, whether she realizes it or not. So this could be, let's say you struggle with patience. You're almost at the finish race of mastering patience. Let's say there's something with you going back to school too. I don't know. They keep allowing me to feel like you need a extra something. So let's say your bachelor's, maybe you're going for your PhD. Let's say your bachelor's, you're going for your bachelor's, your master's. There's something that you're going back to school. Or if this is not school, then this is a certification of something. So maybe like a 2 week or 2 month program.
Is it saying that I'm going back to school or I have a school?
You have a school. You're going back to complete something, they're showing me.
Oh,
Like
okay.
this. So if this is not school, then this is, let me explain. So let's say you're a registered nurse, right? And you're a psych nurse, and the government has now required that all psych nurses have to take a 2 month course in order to fully practice as a psych registered nurse. You need to do, like, there's something that you're going back for something. So if it's not
Okay.
school, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, then it's just like a 2 week/2 month program, right? It's
Okay.
temporary. Well, school is temporary, but it's going to be a quick temporary process, is what they're saying. There's something that you need, okay?
Okay.
Something is almost completed. Now, February, Spirit showed me a vision of you as a playing soccer, and you kick the ball into the goalie. So this lets me know that you're knocking an accomplishment out. All right, so good for you. Okay, you're knocking out a goal. February, I do see you being blindsided by something. Somebody is a big fat liar. I don't know who this is, but someone is a liar. And I see a relationship turning into a tumultuous state. Okay. So if you kiki with somebody this month, I don't see you kikiing with them towards the ending of February. Now, for the month of March, I see you meeting a new friend. All right. She might be of Asian descent. Jenny or Lindsay, that's the name they keep giving me. Very nice person, right? I'm gonna be skipping some months, okay? Because they didn't really answer they didn't really answer for each month. Now for May, uh, an annoying X is coming back. Someone's gonna try to they keep saying X resurface, okay? An annoying X is gonna be popping up right now. For the month of June, I see you contemplating on something that's tempting. So it might be an X. Maybe you want to go back and, have a intimate moment just because you are human and you need some, whatever you need. Don't. Okay. Don't. Don't. You will regret it. Hold on, they're speaking in my ear. Yes, so an ex is still a master manipulator. So an ex is going to come back and make you seem like, oh, I found God. Oh, I've changed. No, they haven't. Okay. Um, that was yeah. That was June. So what's after July? Okay. Oh, we're still talking about this ex in July. So that's what I'm saying. Like from May to June, it's like this person someone just doesn't get it. All right. And with annoying exes like this or just people, I wish they applied this energy for school. Like, when someone just keep going and keep on. Well, okay, so Spirit said July, and X won't go away. It'll be the same old, same old, same old. You may think someone will have changed just because of how they're talking, or maybe they moved out after all the years they wanted to, or maybe they graduated. So things will change on a physical level for them, but not on an emotional level. They're still a master manipulator and still immature, okay? Um, let me ask you something. Did you ever get a revenge from an ex? Like you ever get revenge?
Did I do revenge on an ex? Or did they do revenge on me? Or what do you mean?
No. Let's say an ex, I'm just making this up, cheated on you. Did you cheat back? Or let's say an ex disrespected you. Did you disrespect? Like, did you ever get revenge back from an ex?
Maybe when I was like way younger, not in the last like 5 years.
5 years? Okay. Just random question. Okay. Um, because I don't know if this is the narcissist in them, but it feels like you did something too. All right, because you're saying masculine doesn't feel like you're innocent either. All right, but yeah, so it's just an X in your energy. Spirit said same old, same old. Okay. Now for August, I see a trip in your energy. Okay, and this X just won't stop because they're showing me. So someone later on this year will be watching you from a fake page. If they aren't already, someone's going to keep tabs on you. Like it's just an X that it's just the gift that keeps on giving with somebody, right? And in the month of October, I know we're skipping months, but in the month of October, I see a celebration in your energy. So that's why I actually do you know anybody that has a birthday in October. You told me no. So sometimes when spirit, shows me a vision of you of clients blowing out cake, this could represent an accomplishment. Um, not just a birthday. Okay. Now let's talk about your masculine. Last but most certainly not least. Um, and just for my watchers, if this was an hour session, I would talk about love, career, finances, and what's next to you. But I think this is only going to be about for 30 to 40 minutes. So we'll end it on her masculine. All right. So some details about your masculine. All right. So you will date, as I said already, you will date out of slash marry out of your ethnicity. Okay. You will date slash marry out of your ethnicity and race. Okay. I'm just pulling out another piece of paper because they're asking me, say that again. She needs to ask us what? Okay. So ask. You have a connection to the number 32?
I would say 32 is like when I started hardcore my spiritual journey.
No, they said no connection. So then it's probably a him thing. All right. So I'm gonna be talking about your masking for about 1 minute, and then they said ask tell her to ask us about her masculine. So sometimes when I'm not able to pull by myself, I would need
Right.
your voice to connect through your person. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, so you will date slash marry out of your ethnicity. Your mother is not gonna be happy about this because they have me right. Her mother is traditional. And sometimes when they speak, like as if they know everything, I have to, confirm, like, hey, is this true? And you said your mother is traditional. Um, she's not gonna like this, okay? And someone else isn't gonna like it as well, but they're eventually going to warm up and love this masculine. I guess like if your mother something with the number two, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. I hope not 2 years, but just it's they showed me a vision of a cake being extremely hot as it comes out of the oven. You know that you cannot put frosting on a cake when it's really hot. You gotta let it cool down, right? So your mother is the cake in this situation. Let the cake cool before you put frosting on the cake. And if this is not your mother exactly, then this has to be a sister. This has it's a feminine energy in the family. All right. But yeah, somebody is not gonna like this, okay? Um, so I'm gonna close my eyes and your masculine is gonna have a beauty mark on his face or a mole, which I think that's a mole, right? Beauty mark, mole, or yeah, beauty mark or mole. Okay, all right. That's what they keep giving me. They keep small to kind of thin lips is what they're showing me. Thick eyebrows, very hairy, very hairy. All right. And they keep saying tribal or tribal, however you pronounce that word. Now I'm going to close my eyes and ask me 5 questions regarding love or your masculine, whatever questions you have regarding the subject of love. Please ask. But first, let me wait for the visions to occur.
Do I have to ask specifically about him?
I was waiting for them to answer. They didn't respond. But no, you can just ask a question as long as it's regarding love.
Okay. The one where you were talking about my manipulative ex, can you go a little bit more into detail as
I
far as
would
what
have
you
to
were
see a
saying about
picture
that?
of him.
Okay. So I can't ask about him.
Yeah.
Okay. So the my future husband, am I gonna meet him on my trip that's coming up?
Spirit said travel, but this is when, let me tell you something. They're riddlers. So travel can mean let me tell you something, because I they play games. I've been dealing with them long enough to know this. Travel can mean you going to Walmart to buy toothbrushes before you get on your flight and then meeting him. Travel can
Right.
mean heading back to America. Traveling can mean just under the circumstances of you traveling. They said
Okay.
they're very so don't think because you're going to Africa you're going to see him in Africa. No, this could mean you gotta like think abstractly with them. They play games. I've dealt with them. So
Um,
under the energy of travel.
of travel. Okay. Um, is it gonna be an energy like will we instantly know who we are when we meet each other, or is it gonna take
No,
time?
they said no. That was an instant no. You're not going to
Okay.
be in the mood when you not necessarily meet him, but when you're in alignment of meeting him, either someone is going to be sick, maybe you're going to be sad, maybe you're going to rekindle with an ex and it doesn't work out, and now you're depressed for a couple of weeks or months, whatever. And it's just something with you. You look like in a vision, you kind of look terrible, like you were crying, your hair was looking crazy, and then you see this mask, and you're not going to pay him any. You're not going to want to be talked to. Something's going to happen. There's something with you being sad.
Hmm. Um, how old is my masculine gonna be?
Younger than you.
Yikes.
But
Um,
no, no, this is what I'm saying. You got to think outside of that. Younger than you could mean a day younger than you. Younger than you could mean a couple of minutes younger than you. Younger than you could mean a couple of months. You got it. I'm telling you, they play games. They play games. But next question.
Right. Um, will we get married right away or have children right away, or will it take time?
Spirit said waitlisted, so it'll be a wait. So if you think you're getting married a year into meeting him, on the second or third year.
Um, and will he have like children before?
He does not have any children.
Okay. I can't think of any more questions off top right now.
Well, that's fine. This is a good reading. This is a good reading. You're stepping into newness. I do sense you're gonna have to let somebody go, some slight jealousy. Cut them out before it gets worse. I don't see you being physically hurt. You're fine. It's just jealousy, you know. So many good things to look forward to. I see you completing something. Just go back to school or maybe get extra something they keep saying, but you're gonna do so well. You're gonna meet your person very soon. There is an ex that's gonna try to come back before you meet that your bookie, but you got this. This is a good reading. You got this.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I didn't know what to expect.
Right? I'm glad that this was a good one because lately my clients I've been kind of Spirit's been dragging them. Spirit's been dragging them, but no, this was a good reading.
Well,
This
you
was a
know
good
what? I've been doing the work.
Yes,
So
yes.
the shadow work,
The shadow
if you want
work,
to call
yeah.
it that. So hopefully that's a reflection of that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all good. It's all good. And yeah, congratulations. You're stepping into a new energy and I'll be posting this reading tomorrow. And Spirit just said good luck with something. I don't know if you're gonna apply for something, but they're saying good luck, okay? And not
Okay.
good luck in the sarcastic. Some people like good luck. No, yo,
Right.
good luck. You got this.
Thank you. I appreciate whatever spirit you're talking to. Like,
Right, right. And yes, I could send the link to you as well, but I'll also be sending this. I mean, I'll also be posting this tomorrow. So you look out
okay.
on my channel tomorrow if you want to.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Thank you
Absolutely.
so
You have
much.
an amazing day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye bye.